I had these two dipshits that my management company rented to them. Not me. My management company rented to them. Hey, Tom here. So I don't have my selfie stick, so it's going to be a little rough here. This is a little house that I bought quite a long time ago. It's next door to one that I'd already owned for a while, that I've also since sold. And it's got like a detached unit. Technically it's attached with a little roof, but it's kind of nice because this little room, you call it a bungalow or whatever, it's got its own plumbing and it's got its own sink and toilet and stuff. Golly, it's got nasty bamboo. This stuff is the worst. You look down here, I don't know if you can see, let's get down here. These things are just so nasty that stick up. Pain in the ass. Had an old tree die out here. Look at the bamboo growing through. Anyways, this is a great property. It's on a busy street. This has a lot of commercial potential for the future. But to be quite honest, it's worth more per square foot as a residence than it is a business. I'm gonna fix this place up, and I get a kick out of stuff like this. I'm gonna probably rob this gate from here. Look at this gate. Isn't this neat? Look at this. I love the old ornate stuff. I got some plaques like this from these where it'll say Sears Roebuck, because they bought it from Sears a long time ago. That's quite old. But so this place here, we're gonna fix it up. It's got some beautiful trees. This is a small house. It's only a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with this exterior thing you see back here. I don't have the key to it. For some reason, I don't have the key and I can't get in right now. But I remember I put that tile in there. I don't know if you can even see in there. It's a cool little place. It'd actually be a great little office. Damn. I could put my little YouTube studio back here. I can live in here when I'm an empty nester, when the kids move out. But I like my property. I like my big pool. That's funny. I look at every property. I could probably live in everything that I buy. Even some things that aren't all that attractive, because I've lived in some pretty unattractive properties too when I was younger. But so this is the next project right here, or one of I got about 4 going, but this is among several that are going in the queue. I'll tell you a funny story. So check this out. Out in the front yard here, I had these two dipshits that my management company rented to them. Not me. My management company rented to them. So look I got all these gorgeous oak trees, right? And they ask my management company, they say, hey, we'd like to trim some of the bushes, just to make the yard look a little better. Well, I can't say exactly who's responsible, but the management company said, oh yeah, go ahead, you can trim some things. Well, then the next thing you know, I get a call, unrelated, from a friend of mine saying, Tom, why are you cutting down those gorgeous oak trees? I'm like, what? And I run over here, and there used to be a tree. See that planter? Right in the center of that frickin' planter was a nice looking tree. Well, these idiots took it upon themselves to cut down that tree. In fact, that's what's left of probably what used to be the tree. And so I zipped over here. As soon as I heard that, I pull up, and this guy's he just cut down this tree. And I go, what the hell are you doing? And he just turned white. And I go, what are you doing? I go, that fucking tree's worth thousands of dollars. What do you? And he goes, hey, man, I didn't even want to cut it down. He goes, the guys that live here, the owner, told me to cut it down. I go, I'm the owner. And he goes, no. He goes, man, I came here. He goes, they put an ad in Craigslist saying free firewood. He said, they said, you just have to cut it up. He said, so I came out here and they said, hey, cut down that tree and turn it into firewood and it's yours. I'm like, oh my God. So then the guys come out and I was furious. I mean, I was so freaking mad. I remember very well. The guys stayed way back up on the porch because I was so damn angry. Anyways, and I started telling them, you know, look, this is going to cost you idiots $10,000. I go, trees are assets. Can't just cut freaking trees down. I'm still pissed off about it. And so, oh, and this reminds me now. Look at this stump. See this stump here? Okay, so that's another story behind that. So, anyways, you know, I tell these guys, just get the hell out of here. I said, I want you out of here. You're moving out. And they called the management company. I told the management company, these guys are out. Tell them to get out or I'm going to sue them. And so they moved out. And I let the guy that cut down the tree, I said, well, hey, man, now that you got it started, cut it up and take it away. It wasn't his fault. He was just answering the ad. Well, so then a couple weeks later, somebody tells me, they said, yeah, they go, man, Tom, they go, my wife or somebody was driving, we're driving down the street, this street right here. And they said, and all of a sudden this big old tree fell in the street in front of us. And it was that guy, when I had come up, he had just cut this tree down, right? Well, apparently before that, or maybe it was somebody else, they came over and they cut this tree down. And it fell, and you can look how they cut it. See the angle? You can see the angle. Let me see. Where's my foot? You can see by the angle, they cut this thing, and of course it fell into the street. But it fell right in front of a van, and minivan with somebody that had their kids in it. And anyways, the person that told me, I can't remember if they were in the van or they saw it fall in front of the van. And anyways. So they ruined this, you know, they ruined a couple trees. Thank God they didn't get any more than those two. I'm actually just looking to see. And now I got bamboo has invaded the place, so I'm going to have all this bamboo cut out of here. And, but I got beautiful trees here, just gorgeous trees. And it's funny, over here I'll show you something kind of neat. One day I came by and see this hollow in this tree, and I don't even know why that's tagged. I didn't authorize that. Oh, you know what? I didn't authorize that. Somebody did a tree survey, and I don't know why. But right here, there was, you could see like the whole backside of a huge raccoon that would sleep here, just sleep here. And you could see his fur. He just didn't bother anybody. He just curled up, but you could see his big old fat raccoon. And you can see this is a pretty busy street over here. At the moment, it's a little early. But also, I used to own that house right there. And I own the lot behind it. And I own the restaurant. There's a restaurant on the other side of that. I own that as well. And then behind this house, I own the next house. I've sold that house. And that, again, so to give you an idea, I bought that house, you can't see. I bought that for $105,000. I sold it for $430,000. This one I actually didn't make too much money on, but I bought the restaurant for $700 and something thousand, sold it for $900 and something thousand. And then this little jewel here, this is a beauty here, because I only paid $120,000 for this place, and I'm going to guess that I'm going to get $400,000 for this. So that's, you know, but I've held that one about 10 years. But, you know, these had potential to go office. And that's why I held them, because I thought, yeah, you know, this will be office someday. But now they're actually more valuable. As look at this carport. It's kind of interesting. You know, I could put a couple of garage doors on it if I wanted to. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. In all honesty, I really like the way this is. Just the charm of it. It's pretty nice. It's open. And, you know, I don't know about you. I don't really use the garage much myself. I got nice cars. I keep them in carports. I just like to get in and get out. But, so anyhow, I just, I'm waiting on a locksmith. And this one's in the queue. And we can kind of look in here a little bit. Yeah, it's actually really nice. Actually, you know what's funny is the tenant that I had in here, she was stricken by the pandemic. And anyways, but she was already on her way out to move. But I remember I gave her a little more time because she was feeling ill. But anyways, that's it. FlipAnythingUSA. Please share, subscribe, and we'll keep you posted on the progress on this one. Thanks.